Well, hello there. I'd just like to respond to some of your concerns about the quote-unquote fiasco that you think about Mr. Randy's $1 million challenge. I'm not really speaking for him, I'm just speaking as somebody who knows how to think. Your first concern was... First of all, I don't think it's that Mr. Randy doesn't want to believe in psychics. I know it's not that I don't want to believe in psychics, it's that I don't want to believe in stuff that doesn't exist. Now, if there were psychics, yeah, I'd want to believe in them. But you know what? I kind of need some evidence, especially when things are kind of like, don't really jive with reality. Now, as far as what constitutes a positive result, actually, the test is very flexible. In fact, you're able to work it out ahead of time. They're able to come up with, exactly what constitutes a positive result, and it's not as complicated as you might think. For psychics, you just kind of have to predict something that's valid, or, read somebody's mind in a verifiable way, or something that could be tested. I guess in your case, it's that the lights dim. I suppose there could be a way of testing that if it's repeatable and it actually happens more than would be expected by chance alone. Shouldn't be too hard. Now, okay, number 2. No past records, your phishing video or whatever. Yeah, you don't win the money by having your aunt come in and a home movie and say, oh, look, I predict... No! You want it done, you have to do it under controlled conditions. It has to be valid. Now, look, I will talk to Mr. Randy for you. And if you happen to have, a videotape of you proving your psychic abilities, which has been validated and witnessed by a few Supreme Court justices, a large portion of the National Science Foundation, maybe a few former presidents of the United States, prime ministers of major countries, is time-stamped. Okay, well, maybe then. But as far as no interest in our own theory, look, it's pretty damn simple. It's a freaking challenge. They don't need you to explain it. So, the proof is in the results, okay? You just do it! You just come there and read their mind, and they don't care how you read their mind. You just show them you can freaking do it! As far as the media presence, that's kind of understandable. The rules were changed recently, and the reason for that is that the challenge was created basically with an attempt to draw out people like, I don't know, well-known psychic gurus, ufologists, people who get out there and make a lot of noise, about their paranormal abilities. Unfortunately, they're not the ones who apply. No, the people who apply tend to be kind of more the type who you don't really want applying. They're kind of the crazies, and they have a lot of trouble expressing exactly what they want to do as far as the test or proposing one. Either because they're just not very coherent or don't really have any idea what the hell's going on. Who you think, like, okay, this guy probably keeps, like, a few bags of his own feces in his trunk of his car, if he even owns a car. I mean, this guy is just like, pew! But, yeah, so they were trying to focus more on, like, psychics and stuff people have heard of. Virgil's quotes, Emerson's quotes, very eloquent. Sir, I might remind you of a few things. Sir Isaac Newton founded, physics as we know. Brilliant man. Also spent a good portion of his life trying to turn lead into gold, which you can't really do, at least not without a very large particle accelerator. Nikola Tesla invented the induction motor, the resonant transformer. Spent the latter part of his life claiming that he was in communication with Mars via HF radio. I could go on about this. Some of the best doctors of the 19th century were convinced that a fever was caused by excess blood in the body that had to be bled out. Okay, so that's really not the issue here. And yes, astrology doesn't count. You see, there's a reason why Mr. Randy makes the rules here. Because it's his freaking challenge. Maybe the challengee has better rules. Hell, maybe the rules. Maybe we should just maybe you should just accept the rules of any challenging. Their rules could be something like, I show up, you give me the $1 million. No! You just prove it, and you get the money. You know, you may have noticed Mr. Randy is a little bald on top. Well, it's not because of, male pattern baldness. It's because he has to deal with people like you who make him keep going like this. Oh, why are people so stupid? Look, go to a college, go to your newspaper, show them your damn psychic powers, and you know what? That's just... Why do I even try? You know why? Because I'm destined to rule the known world. That's right, I have the same birthday as Julius Caesar. And one more thing. Did you get that? Good.